It spoke. The word echoed in my mind, a ridiculous, unbelievable reality. My peace lily, the one sitting on the windowsill, its leaves usually a picture of silent serenity, had just asked me for water, with actual words. My apartment was my little green haven, filled with various potted plants that I lovingly tended. They were my quiet companions, adding a touch of nature to my urban life. My peace lily in particular was thriving, its glossy green leaves always reaching towards the sunlight. My routine was simple. Water them every few days, make sure they got enough light, and occasionally give them some plant food. I never expected any of them to talk back, until this morning. I was making my rounds with the watering can, humming a little tune, when I approached the peace lily. Its leaves seemed a little droopier than usual, but nothing alarming. As I lifted the watering can, I heard it. A small, delicate voice, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze, but undeniably words. "Excuse me, could I possibly get a drink?" My hand froze midair. The watering can tilted precariously. Had I imagined that? The cozy room, bathed in the surreal green and yellow tones I would later associate with this moment, seemed to hold its breath. I lowered the watering can, staring at the peace lily. Its leaves seemed to shimmer slightly, and there was the faintest hint of movement, almost like a gentle nod. Did you just talk?" I stammered, feeling utterly foolish. The small voice replied, a little clearer this time. "Yes, hello. Down here. It's rather dry, you see." I blinked, then blinked again. This wasn't happening. Plants didn't talk. Maybe I was still half asleep, or perhaps the fumes from my morning coffee were getting to me. But the voice sounded so real, so polite. I cautiously reached out and touched one of the peace lily's leaves. It felt normal, smooth and cool. Are you actually talking?" I asked again, my voice barely above a whisper. "Well, yes," the plant replied, sounding slightly impatient. "That's what I've been trying to do. Now, about that water." The question from the thumbnail, "Ile Falou," suddenly felt incredibly relevant. Over the next few days, my life took a decidedly surreal turn. My peace lily, who introduced herself as Lily, became my unlikely confidant. She had opinions on everything, from my choice of music to the way I organized my bookshelves. She particularly enjoyed complaining about being thirsty, though she was always unfailingly polite about it. The surreal green and yellow tones from the mid-journey prompt seemed to permeate my apartment, giving everything a slightly magical, dreamlike quality. I tried to understand how this was possible. Was Lily some kind of magical plant? Had I somehow developed the ability to understand plant language? I confided in my best friend, who, understandably, suggested I might need more sleep. But I knew what I was hearing. Lily was real, and she had a lot to say. She told me stories of the other plants in the apartment, gossiping about the temperamental fern, and offering advice to the struggling succulent. It was like living in a botanical soap opera. Then, one afternoon, Lily told me something truly surprising. "You know, Sarah," she said, her voice a soft rustle, "you've been feeling a bit lost lately, haven't you?" I was taken aback. I hadn't told anyone about my recent feelings of uncertainty about my career path. "How did you know?" I asked, genuinely curious. "Oh, I can feel it in the vibrations," Lily replied. "You've been watering me with a heavy heart. But don't worry, dear. You're on the right track. Just trust your instincts." Her words, coming from a talking houseplant, were strangely comforting. It was as if Lily possessed a wisdom that went beyond her leafy existence. I started to wonder if all plants had this ability to communicate, if we just weren't listening closely enough. Maybe the natural world was full of silent conversations, waiting for us to tune in. What if the plants around us have their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own ways of offering guidance? Have you ever felt a special connection to a plant? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and and subscribe to Inverted Everyday Stories for more tales from the surprisingly vocal world of plants. And tell us, if one of your plants started talking to you, what's the first thing you would ask it?